What's happening, everybody? The topic that I'm going to be focusing on tonight is about being careful about who it is you follow online. Now, I didn't plan to make this video, but I'm going to say it tonight anyways. For a few months, I have been following a couple of people on their channels. They have their ministries, they do the good work, they work hard. But sometimes, how should I say, it's like when people, sometimes they have to present themselves in a particular way. Or let's just say that when they get involved into a routine and they get comfortable, they get to a point where that when they start talking about addressing certain topics or they have a method, I don't know. It's like when you look to these teachers, they have a lot of wisdom. They're not ignorant to the truth. People understand, I think, to a degree, or they know what's happening in the world. And for many preachers out there, I'm pretty sure that they have an idea of the circumstances, these times that we're living in. I can't preach. I'm not a preacher. That's not my. It's not how I've been exactly learned it. I've researched parts of the Bible, but it was mostly by myself. I didn't have anyone else, like a church or anything to show me. Occasionally, I'll meet a few good people online. They'll teach me things. I had one good girl friend. She contacted me about a year ago, and I'll never forget it. Her channel is now gone, but there's people out there, people that are doing the good work, that are selflessly preaching. They're sharing their testimonies and getting into prayer sessions and Bible studies and sharing wisdom with people. And that's good. That's good. But I guess for the people who choose to keep their channels small, one particular person who I'm not going to name, but the person who's watching this video, I think she knows who she is. And this lady is very good. She understands a lot, but I feel that, I guess I kind of superimposed, but I do strongly feel that way that she's presenting her channel, she could have reached more people. I'll just put it that way. She could have reached a lot more people, I believe. I've been trying to help. I've overstepped my boundaries, I think, a couple times by helping her channel to grow. And do I regret it? I don't think so. It's just, I would have liked to see some change. Like, I would have liked to have known that I've made a difference, if that makes sense. I'm not doing this for myself. I wanted to actually try to see if there was something that I could do to help a ministry, or like to help a channel grow, because I like to see good things happen. I believe that deep down I did have the power to change things. Maybe a few times in my life when I was presented with opportunities, I didn't take full advantage of it. Like, I thought a couple times to start up a ministry, but instead I had to choose going things and doing things my own way. And that didn't work out too well in the end, I guess, because right now, what do I have to show for except for a few videos? And a lot of my channels, they've been taken down by YouTube censorship. I mean, I could talk about certain issues, about these vaccines, and I can present facts and information, but at the end of the day, what difference have I made? What difference have I made? I know one thing that's true. I know that the people who have their channels, their ministries, and yes, I understand it's their channels, they can do whatever they like, and they decide at the end of the day what they feel is best. But and when it comes to, I guess, people asking for help, like, let's say, for example, my family, they're not believers in God, or rather they are, but they're just, how should I say this, they're not well informed. They're ignorant to what's really going on. And the only way for me to share this information is to help share either some videos or talk to some people who might be good enough to help reach them and tell them, hey, listen, there's something serious happening. You know, we all want to try to protect our friends and loved ones from getting hurt. Sometimes it might involve upsetting them. When it came time for me to try to tell my family what's really going on, they didn't listen. And I asked very basically this one woman from her ministry to please talk to my family, because I know that she was a good person. But again, what is a good person? Like, if people don't want to get involved into certain things, like, I understand people are, for the most part, people are fickle. They change with the tide. It's in their nature for most people not to get involved with personal affairs. Maybe I was asking the wrong people for help. I don't know. I wonder if I did the right thing, going out of my way to support a channel, a person who didn't have any ambition to grow their channel big. And I didn't have any personal stake in this. I just wanted to see something good happen. I thought that I was doing the right thing. What would people say if they wanted to try and do something, like not for themselves, for any personal gain? Like, if you see someone who's worth helping, would you go out of their way to help someone? I would, because that's just in my nature sometimes. Did I expect my channels to not grow and continue to be censored? Not really. I didn't think that things would ever get this bad with the censorship. But yeah, I kind of feel that some people who are saying the truth out there on social media and on YouTube, like, their comments are being disappeared, and their channels too. There's a high price to pay for when you go doing what's right as opposed to what's easy. Some people sometimes, I guess, they sacrifice a lot in the pursuit of truth, and sometimes the truth pathway to finding wisdom and truth can lead a person into lonely days, and that's a huge understatement. And what I'm trying to accomplish, I want to see not just my channel. I really don't care if my channel at this stage grows or not. I just want to see the important information that I post out there. I want it to be seen so that, number one, people who understand what's happening, they can see the danger, and then they can warn their friends and family so that they can be safe, because I've done my research alone. And I have to give credit to God, because God, He's shown me some things that I couldn't even imagine. And I would have never been able to piece together all this information together without God. And as for the people who have been following their ministries, they haven't been connecting the dots, I should say. They've been going with their routines, showing a few images of weather, and that's great and all, but if it comes time when a person is in dire need, let's say, hey, my family, they're about to take the mark or the vaccine, can I count on you? If people are not going to be there for you, it leads me to question. It really does. My faith has been shaken up a little bit, I'm not going to lie, because my people that I've been looking to for wisdom and support, and their channels, they matter. The reason why I've gone out of my way to help them is because I didn't have a church. If you see in my other video, the churches, they're shut down. I've expressed this in a video, and some churches, they believe in gay pride. Other churches are completely shut down. You can only visit them a couple of hours a week, but it's not open to the public. So, and that's why I went out of my way to support this church, and I've given them funding. I wanted to do everything I could to help to make it grow. And I didn't expect things to happen the way they did. Not only did they not grow, but when I actually asked them, listen, I can see that my family, they're going to be going out and taking something that's not safe. It could be the mark, it may not be, but I wanted to ask for your help, somebody I can count on. And I realized that, well, on YouTube and on social media, there is no one I can really depend on. I thought, that wouldn't be the case. Unfortunately, all I could do is pray and ask God for help because I can't trust anyone on YouTube. They'll take my videos, they'll copy it, they'll put it on Rumble or BitChute or God knows where. It's not in my control. All I do is make videos. And I don't know who sees it, I don't know if people are paying attention. My video could be making money for somebody else out there in cyberspace and I would never know. Whatever. That's not why I really did it. I wanted to actually try and see if there was anything to do to save people or stop the dangers from happening. And maybe I can't, but I could warn them. I could warn people. A lot of people. If only. If only I had the right help and got involved with the right people. I suppose I can't change things, but maybe there was something I could do to help change people's minds. I thought that this lady who was doing her ministry was somebody that could reach out personally. If there's a family like mine, or people out there that are in need of the truth, and I'm not just talking about making videos and posting it on YouTube, but really going out of their way and contacting certain groups or people, like in my family. I don't see this happening. Not with the people I've been following. People I thought that were good enough to help me do that. I was naive. Just saying though, people who preach, not everyone who preaches are good. They're not going to go out of their way for you, like in the same way that you would go out of their way to help them or their church. Some people will just throw you under the bus once they're done with you, that they don't need you, that you're expendable, that you don't matter to them because they got what they wanted and now they don't need you anymore. That's how I truly feel. I feel used, I feel betrayed. I'm not going to lie. I feel that in trying to do the right thing, trying to ask for help, not just prayers, but actually help, not asking for money, but like to help save my family or help me to find good people offline, because this past couple of years has been difficult. It's been very difficult. The closer I get to the truth, the more time I spend on the computer, sacrificing my free time to research this stuff and to share knowledge, and I'm not getting much support out of it. And at least I would have expected was my family and the people I care about to be safe. And no, I just find myself alone. A few people who I put my trust in, I feel lost and alone and betrayed. Because at the end of the day, the people they do in their ministry or in their channels, it's like I don't have anyone to trust or count on online. It's very clear. Can't go to church in person. I always have to go online. And it's just sad. People are going to be taking these vaccines, aka the mark. And you can see in my other video what that's about. I mean, I'm no genius, but by the grace of God, I managed to put together the puzzle. It's like all the images I had to put together, and I had to take a big step back and see the big picture, and it's baffling. I had to look back in horror, and I had to share this information with as many people as I can. The joke is on them. These people that didn't want their ministry to grow, they had their chance. They chose not to want to reach out to as many people. They chose to keep their circle small. I think maybe I finally figured out the reason, but I don't know. I can't say. I wish, though, that I had help when I needed it the most. And in the end, people show the true colors. Whether we choose to believe, if people are really doing this for the good of glory of God, or doing this to serve their own intentions, time will tell. Time will tell. That's it, I'm done. God bless.